right, so here's video number 5 of the rebuild of this 2006 Mustang GT convertible. Just to give you a quick update, I went to Harbor Freight today and bought some 6-ton jack stands to be able to lift this guy up in the air. I think she's currently lifted at about 20 inches. Which gives me plenty of room to do what I did tonight, to start looking at the undercarriage of this thing. It's a little rough, a lot of surface rust, a few miscellaneous things, but I was able to get underneath it with my creeper and figure out what, again, is missing and what's still intact. Also today, I got my first shipment of parts, which would be these bad boys. I got my long tube headers today, which are pretty awesome. They are 304 stainless steel polished headers, along with the X pipe, and you can't quite see them, but down here in these bags there are the tubes that come off the headers and the cat deletes. I'm doing a cat delete system. Yeah, so I got this thing jacked up in the air and was able to pressure wash it. Got a lot of dirt and grime off underneath the vehicle, just to see what I am working with. So let's take a quick gander underneath the vehicle. I got my creeper over here. So we have a fair amount of surface rust, and hopefully the lighting works okay. So that's looking at the transmission tunnel, looking towards the engine bay. There's a fair amount of surface rust. It does have some factory undercoating still left, but all in all, not terrible. Just needs a quick update. What's that? Yeah, I see there's lots of dirt and stuff still. But the plan is to give it a fresh undercoating. I have a couple of cans of some undercoating that I'm gonna, you can see that there's still drips of water from being pressure washed. But all in all, not too terrible. There's one or two things underneath here that are things that I need to repair, or at least get a steel brush to. Where the drive shaft attaches to the differential. The gas tank looks in pretty good condition, but we'll give it a fresh spray of undercoating to freshen it up a little bit. Let's scoot underneath here and go around to the back. Is some of the evap canister, I believe. and harnesses that attach, and vacuum lines. I think I'll be able to clean a lot of this up and make it look pretty again. A lot of that is just old paint, old undercoating. It looks rougher than what it actually is. So things that I'll do to this thing, I've got a bunch of parts coming. I think the donor car will be here tomorrow, which I'm super excited for. But as far as new parts go, I've got a full exhaust system, 410 gears, a new differential cover and gasket set, as far as the engine goes, I have the 39-pound fuel injectors that I got with the supercharger, a new Ford Racing intake, got, let's see, what is this, 311 gears? Yeah, 331 gears are the factory. I've got 410 gears coming. Make this thing spunkier out of the hole. I've got the upgraded throttle body. I think that's, I forget, 62, 63 millimeter throttle body with the supercharger system. I've got the 39-pound Ford fuel injectors. That's the undercoating that I'm going to use. It's a truck bed liner coating, but I didn't want to go with the rubberized undercoating. That's a little too thick. I went with the just the regular textured undercoating. What else do I have? A bunch of decals. I'm going to do the weird sprocket delete on the trunk lid and go with the an aftermarket GT symbol to kind of take some of the gaudiness off from it and cover up those holes and just leave it a little bit more subtle. But I've got mother thumper cams coming for the 4.6 liter engine that I have coming out of the donor car. What else do I have? I got an underdrive pulley kit and I'm trying to think. Videoing at the same time as talking is a little much. Trying to remember all the things that I've got coming for this thing. I got the rest of the exhaust system coming. It's all stainless steel polished all the way to the tips. I did not buy a tuner for this car because I'm throwing the supercharger on it and I'm going to take it in and have it custom tuned once I get the supercharger hooked up. But again, I'm super excited. I've got the the donor vehicle that should show up sometime tomorrow afternoon, and we'll get started on the swap. All right, I guess we'll talk again on video 6.